Alright, YouTube. Today, we're going to go on an adventure. Now, for this adventure, you'll need your imagination, and nothing else. Because I will tell you the situation and you try and imagine it. Don't worry, you're not going to miss anything. Because it's just going to be a blank screen all the way through. Alright, let's start it. You're in your front garden. It is nighttime. At the end of the garden lies a road, and on the ground are several slips of brightly colored paper. You pick up the paper. You read the paper. It says, "Urgent. All survivors must relocate to one of the following safe zones immediately." Scanning the list, the nearest safe zone is a bunker a few miles outside of the city. You will need a car to get there. You pocket the slip of paper and walk to the end of the garden. The road is a country lane surrounded by tall, dense trees on either side. You walk down the lane. You proceed down the country lane. It is very dark, but you can make out a light in the distance. As you walk further, you hear a gunshot. After a short distance, you come across a detached house with a garage and a tall gate to the side that leads around the back. The windows on the ground floor have been boarded up, and a light could be seen from one of the upstairs rooms. You investigate the house. The front door and garage are locked, while the windows are boarded up tight. Aside from a smeared handprint on the window, you can't see anything of importance in the lit room above. You go through the side gate. The side gate is locked, but scalable. You climb over and arrive in the garden. You're in the back garden. The grass is covered in leaves, and there is an upturned wheelbarrow next to a shed in the far corner, to the side of the back entrance of the house. You enter the shed. It is filled with an assortment of tools and gardening equipment. Hanging up on the wall is a key. You take it with you. You return in the backyard. You enter the house. You unlock the back door with the key and step inside. You're in the kitchen. A door leads off to the side, while a short corridor ahead will take you to the lounge area. You investigate the room you're in. Aside from a few muddy footsteps on the floor, the kitchen is reasonably clean. On the work surface is a scrawled up leaf, like those littering the garden. You try and open the closed door. The door is locked. It presumably leads to the garage. You continue on to the lounge. You're in the lounge area. It is spacious, with the television and radio adorning the opposite wall. Framed pictures of a young couple populate the room. To the side is a staircase that leads up. You turn on the television. You switch on the television and flick through the channels. There does not seem to be a single broadcast. You decide to turn on the radio. You switch on the radio. There's nothing on, so you switch it off. You head up the stairs. You're in the upper floor of the house. The bathroom is directly ahead, while to the side are two doors. One is open, the other is closed. Try and open the closed door. The door is locked. You cannot hear anything from the room within. You go to the bathroom. You enter the bathroom. On the floor is a broken drinking glass with dried blood covering the sink, walls, and floor. It disgusts you, and you go out. You go through the open door. You're in a bedroom. There are spots of blood on the carpet and a handprint smeared on the window. From here you can see a set of keys on the bedside cabinet. You look outside the window. You look out of the window, you can see the lane you traveled through earlier, and in the far distance a blinking light in the sky. You assume it is a helicopter. You decide to pick up the keys. You pick up the keys from the bedside cabinet. Chances are one of them will open up the door in the kitchen. As you take the keys, you hear a loud thud in the room next door. You return to the hallway. You're in the upper floor of the house. The bathroom is directly ahead, while there are the two side doors. One is open, the other looks a little different. You decide to go back to the lounge area. As you approach the stairs leading down into the lounge area, an arm smashes through the locked door. You run down the stairs. You sprint through the lounge area and arrive in the kitchen. As you begin to open up the locked door, the back entrance springs open and a figure emerges. You quickly enter the door and lock it behind you. You could hear the figures on the other side trying to enter. You're inside the garage. Although the space is poorly lit, you could tell there is no car in there. However, you can make out something resting in the corner. You switch on the light. You switch on the light. A man lies slumped in the corner, with a revolver in his hands and his brains on the wall. As you observe the man, an arm breaks through the door beside you. The figures could enter the room at any moment. Quickly searching the room, it is obvious that there is no way to escape the garage. You approach the body and pick up the revolver. You grip the revolver in your hand and stand in the corner, facing the door. You turn the gun on yourself. You place the tip of the revolver to your temple, and you pull the trigger. You squeeze the trigger and hear a loud click. The chamber is empty. The mob rush into the garage and overwhelm you. Now, it is your turn to decide the end of the story. You may leave your end of the story in the comments, or send me a video response. This has been an adventure from Benaiah Harrison.